Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, I hope you guys are having a good time. I just wanted to pop in and say hello. It's been a little while since I've done so, which is super awful of me. And just talk to you guys about how things have been going with me. I'm still getting used to my voice, so sorry about that if I squeak. I'm doing my best, but getting used to a deeper voice is a little bit difficult. You constantly have to be worrying about just exactly what octave you're speaking in. If you're speaking too high, your voice will sound squeaky and weird, and kind of unnatural in a way. So you really have to make a focus to speak in a lower register. That's not to say you have to deepen your voice, it's just you have to learn how to sort of switch over where your voice is when you're talking, which I've found very interesting. My voice is a lot deeper than it was before. I've been on T now for what's the date today? Today is the 14th. So I've been on T for 3 months and 4 days now. I had my 3rd month anniversary on the 10th, which was really cool. But, I mean, I've seen a lot of changes since then, so 3 months can actually do a really huge amount of change. It can make a lot of change in your life and in your body. So I'm passing a lot more frequently now, without having to try. People are more often than not taking me for a man than they are for a woman, which is fabulous. I went to the hospital the other day because I had to get my health check done. When you live in a foreign country, oftentimes they have you do a health check annually in order to maintain having a residency permit. Because of course they really would prefer to have only healthy foreigners hanging about, which, you know, has its controversies and whatnot, but I understand why they do it. So I went in, I got it done. A week later, the paperwork arrives in my mailbox. I look at it, and they've gendered me male, which wasn't a bad thing. I think it's funny. I think it's very flattering. But all of my other identifications said female. I even checked an F on the sheet itself. I guess they probably figured I'd made a mistake. So that was pretty nice. I think the big reason why that probably ended up happening was because the individual who was checking my neck to make sure everything was fine looked at my neck and went, something's weird here, and then he had me swallow. And I have an Adam's apple going now, so that made a big difference in it. And he kind of gave me a weird look. But, yeah, so we'll see if my ARC, my Alien Residency Certificate, ends up coming in as male or female. My boss said it probably doesn't matter to him. He doesn't care, so long as they'll actually make it happen. If not, I need to go and do it again. More money. I love money. Spending it anyway. And then I'll be able to get a certificate that'll actually work in the country. I am eventually going to end up changing my gender marker over, but I didn't realize that apparently doing so in this country was going to be that easy. As so much as I just told them, yeah, I identify as a man. Okay, M is fine. Okay, cool. I figure for the foreigners, they don't really care too much. So that was interesting. And then last night, I had to go to the doctor because I was in excruciating pain for a stomach virus that I apparently have. And the woman who took my health card, which still has me with long hair from when I first came to the country, I still had long hair. She looked at that, and she looked at me, and then she looked at that again, and was like, "This is you? Salima, like, is this really you?" I was just, "It's me. Yep, it's me. Okay." Then I heard them having a discussion in the back about whether I was a man or a woman, so that was interesting. But anyway, things are sort of just continuing on in that vein. I had a conversation with my brother the other night that showed me just how much my voice has grown similar to his. He's got a not super deep voice. He's got about a baritone, and it seems that my voice is heading in that direction, but really, really similarly. We've got a very similar tone to our voices, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, that's about all that's changed so far rather. Not much else is happening. I'm back to work. Full-time now. I'm working 27 hours, which to people back home doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're teaching, it takes a lot of energy. 27 hours in a week. So every day I'll work between 4.5 and 6.5 hours, which is, it doesn't seem like too much, but when you're constantly having to be the center of attention and you're constantly having to push people, particularly 7 tiny people, it can be a little bit tiring, but it's not too bad. It pays well, and that's what matters. That's what matters in the end, and I enjoy it. But yeah, just still continuing on. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Not that anybody watches this blog anyway, but that's okay. Yeah, all right. Take care, guys, and have a great rest of your day or your night. Bye-bye.